Good afternoon and welcome to Quays TV News. I'm Charlie Kennedy with the latest stories making the news in our region today. Salford Council are urging residents to get a jab to protect themselves against the flu virus. Karen Abbots is responsible for ensuring NHS staff are properly vaccinated.
If they're in that risk group, they are more likely to have fatal consequences if they develop flu. I think the figures are that they are 11 times more likely to die if they develop flu on top of their coexisting conditions.
Trading Standards have issued a warning about a potentially lethal vodka feared to be available on the black market. The agency have seized 150 bottles of the counterfeit alcohol after searching licensed premises throughout Salford and after some was purchased in parts of Langworthy and Broughton. Have you ever dreamed of leaving behind your stuffy office and living out your dream job? Well, 2 months ago, Phil Gray and Tom Foreman were working a 9-to-5 shift as accountants. Now they've launched their own business selling coffee from the back of a van in Manchester. But what made them make such a drastic change to their career?
We were both auditors, which means we're basically just spending every day looking at other people's accounts. And we basically decided that rather than look at other people's accounts every day, we'd make some of our own and do something ourselves. Kind of felt like we were just helping others.
With Christmas fast approaching, it's that time of year when people start to put all their festive lights up. The Lowry Outlet Mall in Salford Quays was forced to go without its traditional light switch on this year. Centre manager Robert Hallworth feels the mall would not benefit enough from the event which last year featured celebrity Peter Andre.
When you look at your budgets overall over 12 months, then the amount of money and the revenue that actually comes in from a Christmas light switch on doesn't balance out. So when you look at the amount of money for a Christmas light switch on, your return on investment in spend in the retailers doesn't equate. And when you're looking at budgets and where you need to cut your budgets for the following year, then that was one of the things that we had to look at.
Now over to our sports editor, Elliot Millwood, who is still wrapped up outside Old Trafford with the latest sports news, including $1 Million Crawler's British title defence this Friday.
Thanks, Charlie. I'm still here shivering outside Old Trafford. Sir Alex Ferguson has said he has every faith in his team to deliver them to the knockout stages, even after they were held to a 2-2 draw here at Old Trafford by Benfica last night. Manchester City boss Roberto Mancini has said his side still have a chance of getting into the knockout stages, even as they face an uphill struggle after their loss to Napoli last night. In other sports news, Wigan Warriors' Sam Tompkins is all set to become the first rugby league player to represent the Barbarians when they take on Australia at Twickenham on Saturday. Manchester fighter $1 Million Crawler, Anthony Crawler, is taking on Willie Limond in a defence of his British title in Motherwell in Scotland on Friday. The fight will be the biggest one of his career, and if he wins, he is all set to fight for world honours in 2012.
Now let's see if we're in for a freeze tonight with our lovely weather girl Amber, who is at Salford Quays.
So I'm still here at Salford Quays on the bridge leading into Media City, where the temperature has raised a mere 1 degree Celsius, taking us to 7 degrees Celsius at the moment. But don't be fooled, temperatures are not getting warmer. As you can see, those winds are coming in fast and strong from the southwest. Now, as a rule, we are cloudier than the majority of the country here in Manchester today. But watch out if you're in Cumbria or particularly those high points of Lancashire, where you are expecting a heavy bout of rain this evening. So for those of you in Cumbria and those high points of the northwest, prepare for a storm tonight.
We'll have the latest on the plans to vaccinate more people against the flu at 4 o'clock. We want to know what you think. Have you had your flu jab and are you worried about an outbreak? Let us know your views by contacting us on our Facebook page. That's it from Quays TV News. You can follow us on Twitter at Quays News, or again on our Facebook page at Quays News, or you can leave your comments on either of these. I'll be back at 4 with Zach for the evening news. We'll see you then.